No. We live. We live. Oh, anyway. Are we too long? You want another beer? No, I'm 12. That's what you said. Huh? I thought you said you could get you another beer. Nah, so I wish the mother brothers was here. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be. That's what I wish. Really and truly. Most High Christ. Most High Christ.
Got on these mama pants.
Is it what you got turned up? What's that song? You playing? It's not even playing on here though. All right, Shalom, Israel. This is Israelite School, a Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of Harlem 1 West, 125th Street on the Commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? Tonight's class is going to be over the rapture deception. You know what I'm saying? How the Christian pastor got you thinking that, you know what I'm saying, a white man is going to come out the sky. You know what I'm saying? And make you convert to a whole nother doctrine. You understand? And that's all a lie. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to start at Matthew chapter 24. I believe it's verse 3.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
You understand? So the disciples already came to Christ. You understand? And they wanted to know, you know what I'm saying, like what was going to happen. You know, what was the signs going to be or whatnot. Kind of like what people ask today. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's nothing new under the sun. You see what I'm saying? Because just like back in the day, the disciples wanted to know, people nowadays, they want to know what's going to happen. When the time's going to come. When is the end of the world going to be? When is our king going to come back? I know every day in the UPK, I wake up and I'm like, damn, Christ ain't came back yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's how every brother and sister should be in this truth, man. Read the next verse, all right?
Okay. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
You understand? Take heed that no man deceive you in vain or deceit. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you that, you know, it's going to be an antichrist. You understand? And this and that is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And what's so real about it is, you know, they got American Horror Story. I don't know. You watch American Horror Story? You watch it, sis?
I have.
So the last season of American Horror Story was what? The white devil came and he destroyed everything. When the bombs went off, he destroyed everybody, killed everybody on the earth, and it was a white devil that was born. A white devil was born, it grew to a man, and had all these magical powers and was killing everybody. You know what I'm saying? The white man know who he is. The white man, they had him as the Antichrist.
Right.
On the last American Horror Story. He was the Antichrist. A damn devil.
Right.
Killing everybody. You understand? Of course, we know that's not real. That's why the scriptures say, let no man deceive you. Keep reading.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
So what you hear about the war? You hear about North Korea.
Right.
You hear about Russia. You know what I'm saying? You hear about all these different things that's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're hearing rumors about it. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're hearing the rumors or whatnot. That's how you know that the end is coming. It's coming soon. You got something to say, Al?
Okay. And if you notice, like it just came out in the news, obviously I posted it today on Facebook, that Venezuela has cut ties with the U.S. So what happened now is the Venezuelan president, he gave the U.S. diplomats 72 hours to depart from the country. You understand what I'm saying?
Nice.
This is an act of, you know what I'm saying, they're cutting ties with America. Everybody sees how much of a devil that this white man is, and they're trying to cut ties with him. But what's crazy is that they're shown holding hands. They're shown holding hands with Vladimir Putin, another devil. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no way to join up with the white man. You cannot do it. You have to separate. And Venezuela, that's the tribe of Asher, man. They ought to be trying to get up with us Negroes and call Commander Junior YAHANNA and figure out what to do, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Get in this truth, man. So we can use the resources that they got down there and really build this nation, man.
Damn right. Oh. What are you doing?
No, it's not. It's not on.
It's not on, sis. You know what I'm saying? It said, let no man deceive you, man. And you're going to hear rumors of wars. You know what I'm saying? Just like you're hearing today. You understand? There's going to be wars that's going on and about. You understand? Going out throughout the nation. Each nation. Everybody is going to separate and they're going to go to their own selves or whatnot. And they're going to rise up against each other. You understand? That's why it's important that you stick with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You understand? And let no man deceive you. Because you're hearing about it today. Every day you hear about, you don't know what the hell Donald Trump gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what nobody else gonna do, man.
Keep reading.
Yeah, read verse 7. You read verse 7 already, right?
Verse 6, sir.
All right, read verse 7.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
You understand? It's going to come a time where we're going to get tired of what the white man doing to us. You understand? And we're going to have to just, that's why in the UPK, that's why we're trying to build up everything that we can build up, man, so we can be self-sustained. So we don't have to depend on anybody in the world but ourselves, leaning on our brothers and our sisters. You understand? Because what are famines? Do anyone know what famines is? Anybody? What's famines?
It's like a hunger in the land.
Exactly. Famines is going to be hunger. No food. You understand? You're going to be hungry. Kind of like what we go through today. We got people living under the bridges. That's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that don't have enough food. You got I.S.U.P.K in Mexico that don't have enough food. You know, they living paycheck to paycheck, trying to survive. You know what pestilences is?
So is it like gnats and flies and
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. You understand? And it's gonna be even worse because it's gonna be dead bodies everywhere. You understand? So it's gonna be even worse. And you're gonna hear about earthquakes in diverse places. You're gonna hear earthquakes happening in places you ain't never heard of. You understand? And it's earthquakes going on every day that you don't even know about. I mean, it's not big earthquakes, you know what I'm saying? But it's still earthquakes that's going on that you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Because the white man keep everything a secret. You're not gonna know nothing until the sirens start going out, man. Until you get like what that thing happened in Hawaii.
right.
How them people got that message on their phone that it was a ballistic missile in the air coming ahead towards them. They ain't know what to do. They started jumping in the sewage, in the sewer. You understand? Crawling down the manholes. They ain't know what to do. That's why we need to build up each other and be prepared, man. But we don't have any worries because the Lord is going to spread his wings over us and protect us.
That's right.
I'm going to be in the house jamming UPK.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Eating some lamb.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the last thing I'm doing. Hey, that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, keep reading up.
Okay.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Verse 9. And then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
That's already what we go through.
Right.
They got us on the, what's that called, man? Or,
The most wanted list.
not the most wanted list, but the sovereignty, poverty, whatever that thing called. They got us as we a hate group. You know what I'm saying? They got us as we at the top. They got us above the KKK.
Right.
You understand? But the difference between us and the KKK is they wear a damn hood. You understand? And you can see our face.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
What you got, Doc?
Salaki, if I may, sir. And number two is they call us black identity extremists. So just know that when you get into the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, and you get a Hebrew name from General Muhammad that gets checked off by the commanding General YAHANNA, your name goes on that list, man. You become wanted, man. You understand what I'm saying? For the namesake of Yahushua Mashiach, our King, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You become hated. You know? So that not only do they call us black identity extremists, you understand what I'm saying? We are at the top of the list. But another thing that we don't do that the KKK does is we don't kill anybody, man.
Right.
We don't abhor anybody, man.
Right.
We don't treat anyone hatefully. You understand what I'm saying? I remember General Muhammad, he was talking about he's at camp, you know, and he said the devil walked up on him and he said, "Hi, Mr. Devil." You understand what I'm saying? And he shook their hands. You understand what I'm saying? We're cordial people. We're a people that have manners, man. You understand what I'm saying? They got that from us.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So when you get into the I.S.U.P.K, you learn that. You learn the discipline of and understanding that now is not the time to be hunters. You understand what I'm saying? So you learn that discipline. Damn right, sir.
Jeremiah 16.
Damn right, sir. You understand the aspect of that the vengeance is the Lord's, man. And when our King returns, he exacts the vengeance first, man. You understand what I'm saying? And not only the Most High is giving them their judgment, man. California is all burnt up, man.
Right. And the white man is doing that.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's videos of the white man putting fire on the forest. Now, what sense do that make?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't even make no sense, man.
That's right.
What verse you on now?
Verse 10, sir.
All right, let's go.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another and shall hate one another.
That's exactly what's gonna happen, man. You know, because it's gonna be like you did the right thing. You saved up, you stocked up, right? And then you got your cousin, your brother, your sister, whoever, they didn't do what they were supposed to. They didn't hearken to you telling them, hey, go ahead and save up. This is about to happen. They're gonna betray you because you got more food than they have. They're gonna want your food. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna feed you because they don't have what you have, but you did the right thing because you in the UPK.
That's right.
What you got?
So like if I may, and not only would they be offended behind they see you storing up and like the ant, you understand what I'm saying? Working until it's dark. You understand what I'm saying? But they also are offended by you telling them that they should not eat pork.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They get offended. They get offended when, you know what I'm saying, when you tell them that the Sabbath day is on the 7th day of the week and not the first day. They get offended when you tell them that keeping these pagan holidays and these pagan feast days is wrong. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they get offended by. Like the scriptures say, like Paul said it, am I your enemy because I tell you the truth? You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, our own enemies will be in our household, man. You understand what I'm saying? Your own, you'll have to watch your father. Like the scriptures say, Christ said he came to bring a sword, not peace, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? To set at variance fathers and sons, man. He is going to set you at variance with your so-called loved ones, man. For you to understand that your spirit is no longer of this place. And that your spirit should not be with those people that reared you in wickedness, man. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. So, you know, that's part of what this scripture is bringing out here too. Salaki, sir.
Okay, read.
Verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
That's already what the Christian pastor doing. That's already what Roman Catholicism is doing. They are deceiving everybody. Roman Catholicism got you worshiping a damn woman. You know what I'm saying? Which is Sister Mary. You see what I'm saying? Which has nothing to do with Christ. You understand? And why the hell would you worship a woman more than you worship a man, which would be Christ? Because we know that woman is what? They're the weaker vessel. Just how Eve got Adam to bite the apple, like they say it's the apple, but it was the fruit because we know it was the truth. You see what I'm saying? But that's the many things that they teach you, man. The Christian church got you thinking that she bit a damn apple, man. And it's nowhere in the Bible that it says an apple.
Right.
So where the hell they come up with a damn apple?
That's right.
It don't even say an apple.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the many things that they lie about, that they deceive you with. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
It's going to be so much sin abound, man, that their heart are going to wax cold. They're not going to have no love. It's not going to be no compassion. No compassion. It's going to be, I got to feed my baby, and I'm going to kill, rob, rape, murder, whatever I got to do. And who the hell going to do that? It's the damn white man. And I hope he did. You understand? But it's going to be so much famine going around, no food around, that people are going to do whatever they need to do to eat. You understand? And we know nothing is new under the sun. This is being prophesied. Go ahead.
Salaki, if I may, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, man. Iniquity is lawlessness, man.
Right.
Right now, we are in a time, man, where it's cool to be gay, man. It's cool to dress and appear as a woman. It's cool for a woman to appear as a man. You understand what I'm saying? The homosexual agenda is being pushed on our people. You understand what I'm saying? And what our people need to understand is everything that is done here in this place is targeted to keep Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from the truth of the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? To keep Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from the truth of who they are, man. every agenda, everything that has plagued that, all the crack, the drugs, the false imprisonment, everything that has been done in your neighborhoods has been done to keep you from this truth. You understand what I'm saying? So with the iniquity abounding, you understand what I'm saying? The love of many shall wax cold, man. It's hard to come back to this truth, man. They make it hard for you to come back to this truth and learn who you are. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under the command of General YAHANNA, man, is a refuge for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. But you just got to get in here, man, and old taste and see that the Most High is good, man. You understand what I'm saying? Understand what this brotherhood and sisterhood is, man. It will change your life. It will give you understanding of who you are. You know what I'm saying? The understanding that every other nation of people have except you, black man. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know who you are, so you fall behind anything, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that, right, false pagan religions. You understand what I'm saying? You will eat. You do everything that displeases your God, man. You understand what I'm saying? So these warning signs were given unto the priests and prophets. You understand what I'm saying? So we would know for a warning. So we could tell you. So you could change. Slap.
Let's go ahead and give me verse 13.
Okay. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Verse 14.
So he that endureth until the end, the same should be saved. You understand? That's why it's important to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You understand? Because you got to endure through all these hard times. You understand? Like, what's that? I believe it's 2 Timothy, where it says, endure hardness.
That's right.
You have to endure hardness. You understand? You have to go through the fire of affliction to become a better man and woman. You have the Lord test you every day to see what you're going to do, man.
That's right.
He going to damn near let you get kicked out your apartment, man, to see whether you're going to go back to smoking weed, to whether you get back to smoking crack, depend on anything else that you depend on rather than depending on him, man, and doing what it is that you need to do, man. And when you pass that test, man, he's going to bless you, man, in abundance.
That's right.
More than you could ever imagine, man.
That's right.
This is a precept in the book of James, chapter 1, verse 2. You understand what I'm saying? And it says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptation.
Right.
Verse 3, knowing this, that it is the trying of your faith worketh patience. Verse 4, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing, man. So the trials that we go through, man, are to make us perfect, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Is to take your flesh that has been on this earth longer than you have been in this spirit. You understand what I'm saying? Is to rip you and to make you want nothing of this place, man. And thank the Most High that he does that, because he only does that for the people that he loves. You understand what I'm saying? He only tests and tries you. He only pruneth you. You understand what I'm saying? So you will understand and you will know that it's of the Lord to test you and try you. You understand what I'm saying? To make you perfect. You understand what I'm saying? To refine you, to make you into that pure gold. You understand? So, sisters, when you get into this truth, you understand what I'm saying? You get with the man and you know that there's the possibility that he could take upon another wife. But you don't give that man hell for taking upon another wife. Just when he's with you, you take care of that man. You make sure that he's able to do what he needs to do for this truth with order. You understand what I'm saying? Knowing that you are not the first wife. The first wife is the truth, man. You understand what I'm saying? So that is you going through the fire, sis. General Hazayan on Let a Hebrew Speak, he said the two things, the number one thing that a sister needs is to be able to deal with her husband having more than one wife. Once she does that, she will be good as gold. You understand what I'm saying? She will be worth more than rubies, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because understand by you trying your faith, you understand what I'm saying? Which makes you perfect, you are only pleasing the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? When you allow that man to be the head over you and you be submissive to that man, you are pleasing the Most High. This is what you were created to do. Black man, you are ordered to allow Christ or the men above you to you supposed to be subservient to the men above you. This is what pleases the Most High. You are pleasing the God of the Bible and keeping the commandments. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we're ordered to do while we're on this earth, so we can be kings in the kingdom.
Drop down to verse 36 for me,
Okay, in the same chapter.
All right.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but the Father only.
So you're not gonna know when it's going down. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna know when the word gonna end. The only person that know when the word is gonna end is what? Yahweh, which is our God. You understand? He's the only one. The angels don't even know.
That's right.
You understand? They don't even know what's gonna happen. Well, they got an idea.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they don't know when it's gonna go down. That's why you got Donald Trump going. He trying to build a space force. He think that he's gonna be able to fight our king. You understand? But he's no match for them. Keep reading.
Okay. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Verse 38. For as the days of
For as in those days.
Salakia, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
The same thing that they was doing when Noah was around, the same thing they're gonna be doing around today. It's gonna be gay marriages. You understand? They're gonna be eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? They're gonna be talking back to their mother. They're gonna be in Christianity. They're gonna be in Islam. They're gonna be in Roman Catholicism. They're gonna be doing everything else but what they need to do. And we telling the people, we edifying the people that's what they need to be doing, man. You know what I'm saying? So when we go in our house and we bolt up our doors and we turn it on, we gonna light our candles, you know what I'm saying? Turn our UPK music on, we gonna be jamming and eating. They're gonna be like, well, what the hell are they doing in the house? And we are here packing up ready to go.
Right.
They're gonna be doing the same thing that they was doing when Noah was around, man. When Noah entered that ark, it's gonna be the same thing. That's why there's nothing new under the sun. History repeats itself. You understand? It might be a different person,
Right.
in a different, captivity,
Right.
or vice versa. You understand? But when our king comes back, we're going to rule forever. It's going to be everlasting. We're not going to fall like Babylon. I like the Roman Empire. I like the Grecians, man. I like the Samaritans or anything like that, man. We're going to rule forever. What you got, Up?
So it says in the days of Noah, Yahweh was bringing up a point, man. You understand what I'm saying? It says that they were drinking and marrying and giving in marriage. The Most High flooded the earth because the sons of Adam are the sons of the Most High, right? Not angels, but the sons of the Most High were the sons of Adam because they were given the truth. You understand what I'm saying? They were marrying the heathen women of that time. They were taken into marriages which they knew that they should not have, and they were being merry about it. This displeased the Most High. That's why Yahweh shall, and it says in the book of Noah as well, that their hearts wax cold for the Most High. Meaning that they are the same commandments that the Most High has given us now, that we read and know now, are the same commandments that Noah, that they knew before the law of Moses was given. They just knew it. They had it written in their hearts. You understand what I'm saying? But they chose to not follow it. So the Most High punished them by flooding the earth and resetting his temple. You understand what I'm saying? So now, not only do we have the so-called Old Testament, but we have the Apocrypha, and we also have Christ, who was the sacrifice. You understand what I'm saying? And we now have the so-called New Testament. And now we have, not only that, we have the I.S.U.P.K under the command of General YAHANNA. Right. We teach classes online every day. We teach in the great city of Houston every day. You understand what I'm saying? We feed our people every day. Our people are without excuse, man. You understand what I'm saying? No, so when Yahweh Shah returns, everyone in Houston, Texas will have heard from the I.S.U.P.K school in Houston. You understand what I'm saying? Our people are without excuse. Not only do you have the so-called Bible, but you also have the internet, man. It is pretty much common knowledge now that blacks aren't Africans, man. You understand what I'm saying? If you believe that, you're just choosing to be ignorant, man. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't see that the only people that are getting gunned down without any recourse are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, then you are just choosing to be ignorant, man. You understand what I'm saying? The word is going out, man. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High is holding back the wind just so his number of people can be numbered, man. But when that day comes, when he sends Yahweh Shah back, man, we will be without excuse. You understand what I'm saying? So just stay in the truth, man, and don't leave this thing. You understand what I'm saying? Hold it near and dear into your heart, man. Because just like it says in the days of Noah, once it started raining, the ark was already sealed up. Only 8 people got saved. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead and read the next verse. It's verse 39 in the book of Matthew, chapter 24. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Verse 40, then shall 2 be in the field. The one shall be taken and the other 2 left. Verse 41, 2 women shall be grinding at the mill. The one shall be taken and the other left. Verse 42. You understand? It's going to be people taken and people left. That's why the scripture says, woe to them that are what? Taken, and even more woe to them that are left. You understand? Because apparently you weren't doing something right if you was taken. You know what I'm saying? But that's why the scripture says you have to endure to the end. You see what I'm saying? Because if you are left behind after they are taken up or whatnot, it's even a bigger test that you're going to face. You understand? To see if you're really ready to be in the kingdom. You're going to be starving. You're going to be hungry. You understand? But it's going to be up to you to make the right decision. To ask what you're going to do. The rapture is not all what the Christian church makes it. The rapture actually means pleasure. That's actually what it means. Read it. This is the definition of rapture. A noun, a feeling of intense pleasure or joy. Synonyms, ecstasy, bliss, euphoria, exaltation, joy, transport, rhapsody, enchantment, delight, happiness, ravishment. Good night. So it ain't nothing with Christ coming and killing people, right? Right. That's not what the real rapture is. That's right. You understand? That's right. The Christian church are homosexuals, man. Right. Why the hell are they gonna tell you the rapture, man, when it's pleasure? That's my pleasure. That's right. You understand? That's right. Salaki.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what they teach you.
Right.
They teaching you the rapture, man. And you too stupid to go and look up what the word rapture mean, man.
Right.
You understand? Because you listening to what everything that lying Christian pastor is telling you, man.
That's right.
And he's deceiving you in the worst way. Let's drop that and let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 15 to 26.
It's the book of Ezra, chapter and the Apocrypha. 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 15. Show me now yet the interpretation of this dream. Verse 16.
So that was Ezra asking Christ, man. So like you're asking Yahweh, he wanted to see the interpretation of the dream.
That's right.
You understand? He wanted to be interpreted at what it was that he was seeing, man. Like what it all meant. You understand? Like what does this really mean that what I'm seeing right now? Here read.
Verse 16. For as I conceive in mine understanding, woe unto them that shall be left in those days, and much more woe unto them that are not left behind.
You understand? Just like I said just a minute ago. You understand? That's why it says, woe to them that are left behind, and even more woe to them. You understand? That are left behind, because it's going to be pestilence, it's going to be famines, it's going to be all of the above going on. Keep reading.
Verse 17. For they that were not left were in heaviness. Verse 18. Now understand I the things that are laid up in the latter days, which shall happen unto them, and to those that are left behind. Verse 19. Therefore are they come into great perils and many necessities.
What are perils? Do anybody know what the word perils mean? Perils. P-E-R-I-L-S. It's going to be great perils. It's going to be danger. Your life is going to be in constant danger every day. You understand that you are bound, because that's why the scripture says, woe to them that are left, but even more woe, I don't need it, but even more woe to them that are left behind. You understand? Because it's going to be all of the above going on. Everything that seems normal now, that you take for granted now, it's going to be even worse. You know what I'm saying? In those days. You understand? It's going to be danger everywhere you turn your head and look around, man. It's going to be people being killed over a slice of bread.
Right.
Over some water. Over a soda. Hell, I was thinking, man, you save up some soda, you can sell soda about $10 a soda can. Right. Because it's not going to be none around. What you got, Sid?
Is this the same time where they said people would be throwing money out of the window? Or
no. This is what's going to happen when they push the button and those nukes go off and everybody get blown up. You understand? And people die, and you left around with the rations that you have in your house, because you didn't know this was going on. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna need water. You're gonna need canned goods. You're gonna need food. You're gonna need clothes. How you gonna be able to wash your clothes? Say again.
Was it that they were taking no notes?
Taking no notes?
Taking no notes. Like in Job's time, they weren't taking.
Just how and Noah was alive, and Noah told them people, hey, this is what y'all need to do. Come on a boat. And what they do? They laughed at him. They made fun of him. They made it like he was a liar. And when he walked in that boat and the Lord flooded the earth, what they do? They perished. They died. You see what I'm saying? Just how we telling y'all what y'all need to do right now. Women, learn how to sew. You understand? Learn how to cook, clean, do all this stuff. Learn how to make biscuits from scratch. Learn how to make the unleavened bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need to learn how to do all this right now, because it's going to come a time where we can't go in the H-E-B. Right. You understand? And go buy these resources. We can't go into H-E-B and just buy lamb already chopped up. We need to learn how to skin a lamb. You understand? Learn how to use everything off of each animal so that we can survive when everything go to hell, which we already living in hell. But when it get worse, what you got, Up?
Yeah, the Most High is going to destroy America. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to destroy the kingdom of the so-called white man, who's the devil that the Bible speaks of. He's going to destroy this place. So all the little luxuries, you understand what I'm saying, that we partake in this place, the Most High is going to put us right back into the wilderness. You understand what I'm saying? So just like what we were when we were in Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? When the Most High delivered us out of Egypt, we were in the wilderness. You understand what I'm saying? But this time we won't be complaining to the Commander General YAHANNA. You see what I'm saying? About it was better in America. You understand what I'm saying? The Israelites then, they complained to Moses. You know, they was like, well, why you take us out of the land of milk and honey? You understand what I'm saying? When the food stamps in Egypt were bread and beer, man. You understand what I'm saying? They delighted in those things, man. But the Most High is not bringing those people out of this hell this time. When the Most High destroys America, we're going to build the nation. Not only are we going to be building by ourselves, but we'll have slaves too.
Damn right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's what's the beautiful part about us coming out of this captivity. Salaki.
What verse you on that?
19.
You are verse 19?
Yeah, I haven't finished.
All right, go ahead.
And like these things, these dreams declare, verse 20, yet it is easier for him that is in danger to come unto these things than to pass away as a cloud out of the world, and not to see the things that happen in the last days.
That's why it says it's easier for them to perish in those days, right? That are sinful, right? And people that live after that, they're going to see what's going to happen in the last days. Right. So if you sin willfully, you're going to be the first one to pass away. And you're not going to see what's going to happen in the very last days. That's why we tell you to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. And what the Christian church teach you, they teach you that if the Lord called you up first, that what? That means you saved. Right. They some damn liars. Because the scripture just said if you called up first, that what? You were sinning. Right. And that if you are left to see, if you left on the earth, you are going to see the last days. That's right. Man, we cut the Christian church, man, every day, man, and everything that they lie and say, man. Keep reading. That's heavy right there, man.
Right. And he answered unto me and said, verse 21, the interpretation of the vision shall I show thee, and I will open unto thee the things that thou hast required. Verse 22, whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind. This is the interpretation. Verse 23, he that shall endure the perils and the time hath kept himself, that they that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty.
See what I'm saying? He just read it. And if you keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, you're going to continue to be tested. That's why in the book of Matthew or whatever, the chapter 24, that's why it says, he that endured to the end, the same should be saved. That's right. You understand? So you have to endure through all these hard times, man, so that you can be saved. You understand? You have to go through all these perils. You have to live in danger. You understand? Like, that's why they had the book of Eli. He had a beard. He had hair. And what did he kill? He killed white devils. He didn't. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but he didn't kill any brothers. That's right. He didn't kill any brothers. He killed white devils through the whole movie, man. And he memorized the whole Bible. You understand?
That's how they was able to reprint it.
That's how they, like I said, that's how they was able to reprint it because he memorized the whole Bible, man. You understand? That's why King David was who he was, because he understood more than the angels, because he kept his precepts.
That's right.
Whether in a book or in his head, he knew his precepts, man.
That's right.
You understand? To cut up the devils, man.
That's
The white people know who the hell they are. I was sitting down, a white lady told me, "Oh, I like your shirt." I had double eyes and the headband on.
That's right.
Because they never know who the hell we are.
That's right.
And I know who the hell I am.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though Salaki, my parents was eating the hell out of them shrimp, man.
Right.
But hey, I was a warrior. You understand? I ate what was lawful.
Keep reading, right? I ate the hell out of them shrimp, man. You're right. I ain't catfish.
Good night. Left behind are more blessed than they that are dead.
Give me that right there, man. Give me this right here.
That's why the scripture just said those that are left behind are more blessed than those are dead, that are gone. You understand? Because you kept the law, statutes, and commandments. So that means that your blessing is going to be even greater. Your kingdom is going to be even greater. You understand? Because he left you behind and he took up the people that were sinful first.
That's right.
Which is who? The damn devil.
That's
And the Christian church, man, and the Islamic people and all those other people are going to perish, man. It's already, like I read last week in the book of Revelation, where it's going to be the 144,000 left. And it's going to be sealed in their head of who they are. That's going to be us. Keep reading.
What verse you on?
It's the book of 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 13, verse 25. And this is the meaning of the vision. Whereas thou sowest a man coming up from the midst of the sea. Verse 26. The same is he whom God the highest has kept a great season, which by his own shall deliver his creature, and he shall order them that are left behind.
We're going to go to chapter 16, verse 22. Now, we are who? We are God's creatures. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? He's going to command us to do what? What we need to do.
That's right.
Right? Build this. Hey, yo, you go and do this right here. That's why it's imperative that you take commandments and you take orders serious now. Because if you can't take an order now, how the hell you going to take an order when Christ give it to you? If you can't listen to an officer of 5,000 or any man that outrank you, how the hell you going to listen to Christ?
That's right.
How the hell you going to listen to Yahweh, man? When you can't even do a simple thing that a man above you tell you to do now.
Right.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 16, verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Good.
Verse 23, and the dead shall be cast out as dung.
So do y'all know what it means when the dead is cast out as dung? You know what dung is? Anybody know what dung is? What you guys see?
Cow or horse manure. Who?
Right. When a cow take a SHIT
Right.
and it's a pile of it that's like piled up, that's how dead people are gonna be. You understand? They're gonna be like dung. You understand? They're gonna be a pile of people just piled up, man. Dead. You understand? Because they was taken up first. And it's even more woe to you because you are what? You are blessed if you're left behind.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 16, verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Verse 24, there shall be no man left to till the earth, and to sow it, Verse 25, the trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? 26, the grapes shall ripen, and who shall thread them? For all places shall be desolate of men.
Good night. Did y'all hear that? The earth gonna need to be tilled, man. Right? The earth is gonna have vegetables growing, right? Trees, apples, whatever, right? There's not gonna be nobody to grab it, to pick it. You understand? To pick the vegetables. It's not gonna be no man alive to grab it, right? And it's not gonna be another man to sow it. It's not gonna be a man to what? Sow any vegetables, sow any fruit, to plant anything. You're gonna be looking for another man to comfort in. You're gonna look for your father to comfort to. He's not gonna be around because he wasn't in the truth. You're gonna look for your mother. She's not gonna be around because she's not in the truth. You're gonna look for your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle. They're not gonna be around because they wasn't in the truth. You're gonna have your neighbors, you're gonna have your brothers and your sisters in the UPK. You understand? But that's gonna be it. You're going to want to see another man besides the people that you see every day, and you're not going to be able to see them. It's just going to be y'all around. Basically, you're going to have to build the earth from scratch all over again. You're going to have to learn how to build everything all over again. That's why it's important to learn these, traits now and to have these trades so when it all go to hell, you know, hey, it's no sweat. We know how to do this. We know how to build this chemical. We know how to build this house. We know how to do this. Let's build our own land. Let's do our own house. You understand? It's some white people in the mountains. Let's go get them white folks and make them our slaves.
That's right.
That's how they did us. Because they're so damn lazy, man, that they couldn't even build their own America. That we built. You understand? And don't think that blacks is the only people being hung, man. Issachar is being hung too from trees. And what kind of makes me sick, man, you got some Issachars, man, that act like they better than you, man. You know? They act like because they hold a higher position and whatever the hell they doing in the white man's kingdom, they look down upon you. But not knowing that they was in the same damn boat as you was in. Because they don't know their damn history, man. They don't know any damn thing.
Salaki, if I may, and that actually goes into biblical prophecy, man. It said that all other tribes would look down upon the tribe of Judah. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, even if you were a so-called black man and you were trying to get down with a Haitian sister or a Levite sister, and you went and you took and she took you to her father. They'll look at you, they'll look at her crazy. Oh, don't you bring this American Negro to my house? They're lazy. You understand what I'm saying? You try to deal with an Issacharite sister, you go to her poppy, you know what I'm saying? He'll look at you crazy. Her padre, he'll look at you crazy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? He'll damn near disown his child for bringing a Negro home. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's only biblical prophecy that the other one is bringing out, man. It's so heavy. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to truly come back to these scriptures so we can truly understand the truth of this Bible, man. Because if we don't, we'll fall behind we'll let our oppressor tell us anything.
That's what they doing now.
Right. So he's only going to tell us to keep us slaves, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because he knows that if we all come back and join together as a nation of people, man, you understand what I'm saying? Our king will return for us today.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you just think about it, man, if every black Hispanic person, just blacks and Hispanics, just didn't go to work for 48 hours, man, we would shut down the American economy.
Damn right.
You understand what I'm saying? If the so-called white man didn't have the Negroes to coon for him and didn't have Issachar or the so-called Hispanics to work for little or nothing now, this economy would shut down, man. You understand what I'm saying? But when you have beaten down the people so bad, when you had taken the nationality and the origin of a people away from them, they have nothing to stand on, man. Especially the children of the Most High, who all power is only unto the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? And they know if they keep us ignorant to our laws, statutes, and judgments, they could keep us slaves. The white man has perfected that. Every other nation of people, they always let us go and rebuild our temple. Except the so-called white man. He allowed his brother to call himself Jews to keep us further distracted. You understand what I'm saying? The white man is the goddamn devil, man. And it's not until our people understand that. You understand what I'm saying? And understand that this Bible is their history book. And that there's no history, you know what I'm saying, before previous, no truthful history that you can really find in a book nowadays. And that, you know, the book is damn near $2,000 now. You know what I'm saying? To understand, right, to understand your history of who you are before the so-called white man captured you and changed your language. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, so I mean the Most High, through the prophecy, told us all this would happen to us. But our ancestors, who are only us, chose to still be wicked. Salaam, sir.
Read the next verse.
Okay. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 in the Apocrypha, verse 29. As
27, huh? 27
verse 27.
Yeah.
So that one man shall desire to see another and know and to hear his voice. Verse 28. For if a city shall be 10 left and two of the field, which shall hide themselves in the groves and in the clefts of the rocks.
Who that sound like to y'all? That damn Esau, man. They building, I don't know if y'all know this, but they building underground bunks, right? In the mountains, right? So you got 18 wheelers, right? That's driving in the mountains, that's driving underground and dropping off food, right? Guarded by the Air Force. This is serious. They think that they're going to be safe up in those rocks, man. They think that nothing's going to touch them. Rich folks are storing food right now in the mountains, in the clefts. You understand? Thinking that that's going to save them. But you can't hide yourself from the Most High, man.
That's right, man. He created that.
He created that, man. So you think that you're gonna be able to hide yourself from Christ, man? He knows and see all things.
That's right.
That's how the angels got what? They got 4 heads.
That's right.
And what's even crazy is, man, I watched this movie called The Knowing.
Right.
The Knowing, and they went in this house and looked at the map, right?
Right.
And on the map, they had a real angel with the lion head,
Right.
with the eagle, like they had all 4 heads.
Right.
And they had the wings and the hoops, all that on the map. The white people know who the hell we are, man.
That's right, man.
We just need to wake the hell up, man, and realize who we are. And they think they're going to be saved, man, by hiding in the mountains.
Right.
But you got to be like, what? I think it's what? Radiation reaches like, what, 1 mile or 2 miles on the ground?
Right.
You got to be 4 or 5 miles underground, man.
Right.
And I think it's only it's 5 miles to what, the firmament?
Right.
It's only like 5 miles.
To the core.
So you can't go that deep and think you're gonna survive.
Right.
Like you're gonna die.
That's right.
You're not gonna run from this ass whooping, man.
That's right, man. You got to get it.
You gonna get it, man, because vengeance is the Lord, man.
That's right.
You understand? It's gonna get better though. It's gonna get a lot better. I promise y'all. Give me you read 28, right?
Come on.
Give me Psalms 91. Psalms 91, verse 2 through 10. It's gonna get real good right here, man. Cause this is how we're gonna be like protected, man. You understand? That's why I have no worries, man. You understand? Because I know who I serve. We know who we worship. The Christian church, they don't know who they worship. For all they know, they worship Caesar Borgia. They think that they can just say, "Oh, Heavenly Father, please forgive me of my sins."
Right.
And that's it, man.
What's in?
You understand?
Right.
Good night.
Go ahead, Green. Damn, man.
It's the book of Psalm, chapter 92, verse
91.
2. Salakia, 91, verse 2. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust.
Damn right.
Verse 3, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler
Damn right.
and from the noosome pestilence.
Damn right.
Verse 4, he shall cover thee with his feathers.
Give me that one time. Damn right.
Good night. That's why I told y'all, don't even be worried, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what? We gonna find refuge in our Lord, man, and our King, man. He's going to cover us with his feathers. So while everybody running to the nearest Walmart, thinking they gonna outrun whatever destruction that's coming to them, man, we're not gonna be worried. We don't have to be worried because he's going to cover us with his wings. So why shouldn't you be scared? Why? I'm not afraid. If you're doing the right thing, why should you be afraid, man? He's going to cover you, man.
Keep reading it, man. It's gonna get heavy, man.
Verse 4, his trust shall be thy shield and buckler.
Good. Not Salakia.
His truth, man, should be thy shield and buckler, man. You understand? That's what's going to keep us where we need to be, man. With his truth being what? The UPK, man, being these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's what's going to keep us. That's why it says, woe to them that are left behind, but even more woe to them that are what? Left behind, right? Because they are blessed. And with them being blessed is what? They kept the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, right? So it's going to be glorious, man. You understand? I'm reading it to y'all, right? We're going to seek refuge under his wings, man. We don't have to worry about anything. What you worried about for? It's gonna be the revenge of the wicked. You should be joyful for all the 400, 500 years of slavery that we were put through, man.
That's right.
Now the tables turn. Now you my slave. Now you cutting my grass with your teeth. Matter of fact, just go pick the grass with your fingers. Each individual one, go pick it with your fingers, man. I'll go get some scissors, man, to cut the grass. I better yet, like my grandma used to have the deal that you push and the deal turn and cut the grass for you. My grandma had one of those. I hated it, but that's what I had to use to cut the grass, man. I'm gonna give them one of those. And put your baby down there while you at it.
Right. What verse you on?
Salaki, if I may, I mean, we got ancestors with pictures of them with their babies on their backs picking cotton. You understand what I'm saying? So it's only right, man.
Babies was picking cotton.
Right.
Man.
You understand what I'm
2-year-olds
saying?
was picking cotton.
It's only right, man. It's only right that the white man have to suffer as our ancestors suffered, man. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's only fair, man. The God of the Bible is a just God, man. So just as they put us through, they're going to have to go through as well, man. You understand what I'm saying? Let me keep reading, sir.
Yeah, keep reading.
Khan Khan. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Verse 6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the...
You know what? You know the pestilences, which is mean what? Insects, right? That walk in darkness, right? That's bringing diseases upon. Like you ain't got to be worried about that, man. And you ain't got to be worried about the arrow that fly by day, right? Which means all those missiles that's being flown in the day, or even at nighttime. You ain't got to be worried about that because it's not going to hit you because you're going to be shielded by the Most High.
Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Verse 8, only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
That's heavy right there, man. You're gonna see 1,000 laid dead to the left. You're gonna see 10,000 laid to the right, but that's only the revenge of the wicked. That's gonna be your reward, man. You understand? For enduring through the hard times, being a just man, being a perfect man. You understand? That's gonna be your reward. And that's just a little bit of your reward. There's gonna be more to come upon that. You see what I'm saying?
The book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 9. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation.
Right.
Verse 10, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
What the word nigh mean? Anybody know what the word nigh mean? N-I-G-H. What you got, Ike?
It's like it's a roomie near.
Damn right. So that means nothing's going to come near us, man. You understand? Like you ain't got to worry about nothing. It's not going to be near you. Because you're going to be protected by the Most High wings.
That's right.
You understand? Just keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And the Lord will provide and do everything that you need him to do for you, man. And you're going to see the revenge. It's going to be revenge, right?
That's right.
It's going to be your reward to see the wicked perish. 1,000 by your left and 10,000. Imagine if you walk 2 more blocks down. That's another 10,000. That's another 1,000. 2 more blocks. The same thing. All right, let's drop that and let's go to man, that was just real heavy, man, because ain't no plague gonna come near you, man.
That's right.
You ain't gotta worry about no danger coming near you. You ain't gotta worry about no man kicking in your door. You ain't gotta worry about none of that, man, because he's gonna protect you, man. His truth is gonna be your shield. You understand? That's heavy right there. It's gonna be seared 144,000. He's gonna command us to do what he want us to do.
Salaki, if I may, and we're in those times now, people. You understand what I'm saying? Harm doesn't come your way.
Damn right.
You understand what I'm saying? We are in those times. Now, what you go through is only a test from the Most High, our punishment. You understand what I'm saying? For not following order or keeping the law, statutes, and judgments. But pretty much in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, you would know why the Most High is doing what he's doing unto you.
Right. You know.
Understand what I'm saying? You're going to know. But unlike somebody else in the world, you understand what I'm saying? Like you have our people that don't even care about a black man being shot down in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? They'll just say, well, if he would have just listened to the cop, if he would have just did this, if he would have just did that, then he probably wouldn't have gotten shot. You understand what I'm saying? They make stupid comments like that until it happens to their child. You understand what I'm saying? Until one of their close friends or loved ones suffers at the hands of the so-called white man. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, you got other I.S.U.P.K and other so-called Hispanics that are at the border now with signs saying, build the wall up. You understand what I'm saying? That's because you got ignorant so-called Hispanics thinking that they're different from the so-called Mexicans that are actually across the border. Right? I spoke to one that I Ubered, he called himself a Tejano. You understand what I'm saying? So these are, 4th or 5th generation born Texan Mexicans, right? And they look down on the actual Mexicans that are in Mexico, man. You understand what I'm saying? The white man is the devil, man. You understand what I'm saying? That truly has our so-called Hispanic brothers and sisters thinking that there's an actual difference between them. And they speak the same damn language of the oppressor, You see what I'm saying? The so-called Spaniards. Just like here in America, so-called America, you have Negroes that think they're better than other Negroes. You understand what I'm saying? You are the same Negro. You understand what I'm saying? But you won't understand that until you get treated the same way, man. You know, and Most High Christ, it happens. So you will wake up and you will understand that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. So your soul can be severed from this place. So make America great. We're going to be seeing more of that. That is the modern day Ku Klux Klan hood. You understand what I'm saying? Just like you had some so-called Gadite brothers that were in D.C. that were doing a private peaceful protest, right? But they were met by a little devil child. You understand what I'm saying? Disturbing their protest, their right to protest, right? And guess what kind of hat he had on? He had a mega hat on, man. You understand what I'm saying? And guess what Donald Trump did, man? He invited that devil, his little brother, he invited him over to the White House for McDonald's as well. Just like he what was that, the Clemson football team. He fed down McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. You understand what I'm saying? Like, right, you understand what I'm saying? Like, this devil here is so stupid, man. He dishonors the very place that his forefathers established, man. You understand what I'm saying? No president has ever fed anybody with no damn fast food, man. But it just shows how, the man of sin, man, is revealed, man. It's Donald Trump and his people, man. And if you can't see that, man, you will continue to be killed out here in these streets. So like it, sir.
You go ahead and read 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16 and 17. Go ahead and read 18 while you at it, man.
You gotta find one. You can easily flip past that one.
Huh?
So you can easily flip past Thessalonians.
Yeah, short book.
First Thessalonians what, sir?
Chapter 4, verse 16 through 18.
Okay. It's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. Okay. Verse 17. Then we which were alive.
Give me that. You know what I'm saying? And that's so heavy right there, man, because those that are dead in Christ are going to rise first, right? That's why the scripture says, woe to them that are left behind, right? And even more woe to them, right, that are left behind. You see what I'm saying? So if you taken away first, you was dead in Christ. Just like I was saying in second Ezra. Just like I was saying if you don't believe in Christ and you die first, that means that you was sinning, man. And you was not doing what the hell you was supposed to do, man. You understand? And that's why it says, then that are left alive, that are left shall together, shall together with them be caught up in the clouds, man, to meet our King. So that's the next verse. You understand? But you're going to see the archangel, man. You understand? And you're going to see what? You're going to see our God, man. You're going to see Yahweh. And you're not going to pass the hell out because you're not going to be scared. Because you done already made it through the pestilences. You done already made it through the famines. You done already made it through the perils. You done already made it through everything that you had to go through because you endured to the end, man. And the same should be saved, man. And your King is going to come and save you, man. If that don't make you want to do the right thing, man, I don't know what else is going to make you do the right thing, man.
Verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to be with the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Verse 18, wherefore comfort one another with these words.
You understand? That's why we talk and tell our brothers, man, and we give out this truth, man, because this should be motivation, man, to make you do the right thing, man, so you can be called up in the clouds, man. Like, you know what that's gonna feel like? I want to experience that, to be called up in the air, in the clouds with our King, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need to comfort one another with these words, man. You understand? So that we can what? Motivate each other to do the right thing, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Give me a 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 10 and 11. Man, I mean a lot right there, man. I mean, that's heavy right there, man. Like, people want to know what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, and you know, and right here in the UPK, we telling you how it's gonna happen, and we telling you what's gonna happen. We telling you what to expect in those days, man. Where you gonna hear this at in the Christian church, man?
That's right.
Where they gonna tell you this at in the Christian church, man?
That's right.
You're gonna be running, you're gonna be scared for your life, man.
That's right.
But we still niggas in this truth, man.
That's right.
We're not a feminine man, man, like the Christian church, man. We raise real men and real women. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 10 and 11.
It's the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 10.
Ooh.
And with all this deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Verse 11, and for the cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie.
You don't want to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments? All right, no sweat. I'm going to make you believe you're doing the right thing. I'm going to make you think that you know what I'm saying, you're doing the right thing. But what it say? It says, and what? For this cause, God sent them working the error, that they should believe a lie, man. That's why the Lord, Isaiah 29 and 10 said, the Lord poured out a spirit of deep sleep upon them, man. The Lord put you to sleep because you don't want to listen to what the priests and the prophets telling you, man. You understand? You want to do what the hell you want to do. Okay, no sweat. Be sleep, man. Keep doing what you gonna do, man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna save these priests, and I'm gonna save these prophets, man. You understand? Because it said the unrighteousness for them that they are perishing, man, because they receive not the love of the truth. They rejected us, man. When we was Jeremiah 16 and 6, and when we was fishing, they ain't wanna be caught, man. They ain't want to come into the truth, man.
Right.
You understand? But they're going to perish, man, because for they love not of the truth, man, because they don't love the truth.
That's right.
All right, this is the last verse. Let's go to Acts, the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22. Ooh, this is how you end it right here, man.
All right. This is the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of God.
That's why you got to have discipline, man. You understand? Because that's the only way you're going to enter into the kingdom of God, man. Is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. That's the only way you're going to get in there, man. Whether you going through hell, if you think you're going through something right now where you can't pay your bills, man, you're going to really be folded, man, when it comes time, man, when the Lord is sending all this destruction towards us, man.
That's right.
If you can't hold your own now, you damn sure ain't going to be able to hold your own when our King return, man.
That's right.
He's going to test you in every single way, in hunger, man, in danger, to see what the hell you going to do, man. And it's up to you to make the right decision, man. You understand?
That's why it has to confirm the souls of the disciples, man. That's why you got to have this truth in your heart, man, and in your mind. And it's going to be confirmed whether or not you love the Lord or not, man. It's going to show. This is the, you got something to say?
You understand what you're saying?
You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, we brought out the whole aspect of us, so you won't be deceived about what the rapture is and how the end is going to play out. And what's so important is because the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He'll read the book of Revelation and tell you that a real dragon is going to come out of the water. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to give you movies and all type of deceptions about aliens. You understand what I'm saying? The aliens are going to come down like Independence Day and try to conquer the earth. So all we got to do is come together as a whole world of people, and we can conquer these aliens. You understand what I'm saying? He puts out his lies through Hollywood, man. You understand what I'm saying? All his lies that are in Hollywood come from our Bible, man. You understand what I'm saying? To deceive us. He'll put monsters, he'll put things that'll go bump in the night to put fear in your heart. But the fear will only be in your heart if you're not in this truth and you don't partake of this knowledge, man. Right. And if you don't truly gain understanding of what these scriptures are saying. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High said that he speaks truthfully to his friend, man. He hides things from a servant. You understand what I'm saying? But he speaks plainly to his friends. You understand what I'm saying? The only way to be able to become a friend to the Most High is show that you are willing to lay down your life for this truth. The only men on the face of this planet, on the face of this earth, that are willing to lay their lives down and truly be called a friend of our King YAHANNA are only found in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? Because we are the ones willing to stand out rain, sleet, or snow, man, for our people to do what's commanded of us, man. And what's commanded of us is to go out amongst the highways and byways and teach, man. You understand what I'm saying? When the wind blows or when it rains, we stand out there and we teach. You understand what I'm saying? We pass our flyers, man. We try to give our people refuge in this place, man. Brothers go to camp in hurricanes, man. Brothers go to camp and try to give relief to our people, man. Even though they might not come, you understand what I'm saying? But we understand the aspect of just planting the seed. You understand what I'm saying? We let them know that we're here for them. We give them the number. We give them all access. We give them no excuse not to turn to the Most High and fight with their brothers, man. Fight with their sisters. You understand what I'm saying? So the blood of the people that fall short, that are taken in these scriptures, in these precepts, will not be on the hands of Commander General YAHANNA, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because he has been nothing short but of a brother, man. You understand what I'm saying? Held on to the truth when nobody else held on to it. When everybody else saw it comfortable to leave the One West doctrine, which is hard. You understand what I'm saying? To start their own thing, man. To teach their own doctrine that'll be suitable for them to live in this wicked society, in this hellish kingdom, man. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? With that, man, you know, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge has changed my life, man. You understand what I'm saying? Got me to truly understand these scriptures, man. Got me with a real purpose, man. And that purpose, that whole duty is to keep these commandments, man, and be relentless in that. You understand what I'm saying? Studying to show myself approved, man. You understand what I'm saying? Having a lesson to teach the people, man. When a high-ranking man calls you, you do what as ordered, man. You make it happen, man. You understand what I'm saying? Understanding that it's all bricks to build this nation, man. You understand what I'm saying? And if that's not your spirit, to put yourself aside, you understand what I'm saying? To build this nation as ordered by the Commander General YAHANNA, who's ordered by Christ. You understand what I'm saying? And the I.S.U.P.K is not for you, man. You understand what I'm saying? If you're not willing to fight, if you're not willing to you know what I'm saying, to get rid of your flesh in this place, man, to separate yourself from this place, then this truth ain't for you, man. Go ahead and delight yourself in this kingdom, man. You understand what I'm saying? Make a place for yourself in this corruptible place. Go ahead and do that, man. You understand what I'm saying? But just stay the hell out of our way, man. You understand what I'm saying? Stay your behind off Facebook, man. Stop trying to teach people, man. Don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be a hindrance unto this truth, man. Because we truly love our people, man. You understand what I'm saying? We are willing to lay down our lives for this truth. If that's not you, then just stay the heck out the way, man. With that, shalom.
This is the Israelite School, a universal pack of knowledge started on Harlem West 125th Street, man, on the Commander Journey Hunter, man. If you're not in the truth, you lost, man. And if you pay your tithes, you understand? Pay your camp funds. Passover is coming up, man. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that y'all doing everything that y'all need to do, man. You understand, to get ready for Passover. You know, save your money. You understand? And you got to be penny pinching right now. You understand? Because it's not cheap. You understand? So go ahead, save your money. And it's a sacrifice, man. It really is, man. It's a sacrifice to see how real you is in this truth, man. So you can see all your brothers, all your sisters, man, in one building, man, for one night. You understand? So we can be together. You understand? Eat some of that good old lamb, eat some of that unleavened bread, and we can drink some wine, man.
That's right.
All right. Shalom, Israel.